your
we can like
good.
fake start and then officially, you feel me? We can go into it.
Yeah.
This might be the real start though. Welcome to the Floaters. It's Shooting Narrow. We're back, episode 8. We got Fonzo behind the camera. 2/3 of the Floaters right here, 1 and 2. We got Hank. He's in South Korea, probably asleep right now. It's 4 in the morning, and we're back. We got a special guest today. She has acted. She has wrote on a award-winning series, films. She has went from New York to L.A. She's a creative. She has her own brand, her own store. She does a lot. I was going to say more in the introduction, but I kind of forgot a couple things. We got the beautiful Nicolette Ellis with us today.
Hello, y'all. What's good?
This is episode 8.
Wait, oh my God, is this the Floaters?
So, Nicolette, what's up? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I was seeing everyone. Well, when I say everyone, I mean like my family. I haven't seen them in like 3 years. I haven't even been to the DMV in 3 years.
For real?
Yeah, shit is crazy.
What you been doing?
New York, and then LA, and then life. You know, all of that combined.
Has life been lifing, or how have you been like?
That's all life does.
For real?
Yeah, I feel like life be lifing, and we just pivot or we adapt, and
Yeah.
then shit be thrown our way. Good shit, the weirdo shit, and challenges and obstacles. But then you got to just overcome it. You know? Yeah.
So how was the you just were in Pittsburgh working on a play, right?
Yes, I was.
How did that go?
The play was really good. I am a fan of character work. I feel like as actors sometimes, like you get like, oh, the one-liner if you're doing like a show, or sometimes you get like 2 pages and you got a couple lines, but like I like to dive deep into characters. And
Right.
so I prayed to do character work, and that's what I've been getting like ever since I prayed for it, like for my birthday. My birthday was in September, and I was just very specific, like, all right, I want this, I want that for my career, et cetera, et cetera. Granted, I'm adaptable, and I mean, somebody want to throw me a one-liner, put me on TV, there's also that. Yeah. But, I'm not opposed, but yeah, the play was really, really good. I enjoyed doing powerful work, and I feel like that's what that play really did for me. So, yeah.
I seen on Instagram like you were pregnant in the play. What was that like?
It felt so real.
For real?
No, for real. Like, I really was like, damn, like, I know once I do have a kid, like, if we're out to eat, me and my husband are out to eat or whatever, like, and I gotta pee, like, he gotta take me home because that's just hard, bro. Like,
Oh, what you mean? What you mean by that? If I can close the kitchen door. What you mean by that?
What I mean is, like, literally the belly was sitting on my pelvis. Like,
So you're saying like when you're pregnant and you go
and
out
I gotta use the bathroom? Like,
Yeah.
we're going home. Like,
Yeah.
it's too hard to, like, do
or we can just not go out.
Right, but I'm gonna be the one to be like, I gotta go outside.
Oh,
like, I
alright.
know it. Like, I can't just be in the house. Like, I can. I'm a homebody. But, like, if I'm like, no, I want to dress up, get cute, because I feel like I'm gonna be like one of the pregnant women, like, oh, let me put on heels. And he's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
And then it's gonna get weird. But at the same time, yo, shout out to all the mamas. Like, y'all are really doing it. Like, I had a fake belly and I was struggling.
Yeah.
So, shout out to them. Women are so powerful, okay?
Yeah. So what was your character like in the play? What was the play called?
It was called Searching for Willie Lynch.
Okay.
And I played Charlene. And I played Charlene from Louisiana. So
Okay.
I was from Louisiana, and I was with my husband back in the 1960s. So that's what I was doing.
So you had to use that accent the whole time?
Yeah. The whole time.
How was that? Like, I know Will Smith had the little concussion movie, and we ain't like how he sounded.
I don't know why he was doing
You ain't like that?
I only saw previews. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
I don't like things that are cringy.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, so like the his accent was cringy.
That's what they said, and that's what I heard, like, in the trailer, and I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah, but you might work with Will Smith one day, so we're not saying
I
too much.
received, okay, hello, do you hear?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
hear
nah.
that? Do you hear him?
Yeah, I see you on top of the top. For real.
Oh, I received that.
That's why I really
Thank
appreciate you. I'm warmed up now. We back.
Ah!
That's why I really, you feel me? Fonz, I'm warmed up now. That's why I appreciate you coming to this show, cause like out of everybody I know, like I'm amazed by what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Ever since like, when did you start like
Ooh.
when did you start like acting? Like I remember you was doing like monologues.
Yeah.
Like that was like while you were in high school, right?
Yes. So shout out to my theater teacher at Hammond High School.
Shout out to Hammond. But
yeah, shout out to Hammond. What is
shout
on
out to
it?
Hammond. Shout out to You see the green and yellow though.
All right, yeah, that's cool. It's cool, but wow, like yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
So you had a theater class at Hammond.
Mhm.
That's dope.
I did. Like I had to like fill out something on on the classes joint where you gotta fill out what you gotta
at
do.
The end of like the year.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing gym.
Mhm.
I stopped doing music, and then like I was like, nah, let me just try theater. Why not?
Yeah.
Fell in love with it immediately, and did my first play in Hammond called The Odd Couple. And
That's fire.
yo, it was lit, and I was like, nah, I really want to do this. And then I auditioned for a school called the American Musical and Dramatic Academy. Shout out to that.
Where's that at?
AMDA, New York.
Okay.
So I did that, and I was like, okay, lit. Let me actually like put my best foot forward. I don't know what this is like. I've never auditioned for something outside of high school.
Right.
So did that, got into that, and I just like hustled and left Maryland after I graduated at 17. And I was like, oh, I'm out. Like,
yeah. That's so
out.
that's so wonderful that you did that. Like,
thank you.
you know what one of my regrets is? Is like, oh my button wasn't. Oh no, it's button. one of my biggest regrets was like Fonz was 25, right? You feel me? I'm about to be 30 in December, right? In like less than a month.
Am I Sag?
Huh?
Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What's you?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like that, like Nas and them.
Sages are cool. Y'all cool.
Yeah. I think y'all like the second coolest.
Nah. Don't believe the hype.
But nah.
Virgos be doing it.
one of my like regret or like not regrets, but like one of the things that sticks out to me about my journey is like ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
But I didn't do this until I was like 25 is when I started really taking it seriously. Like I was rapping and stuff when I was like 13, 12, but never took it seriously. But I kind of wanted to do everything.
Yeah.
But so it's like when I see people that started like, you know, fresh out of high school, it's just amazing to me because it's like it takes a lot to like to know what you want to do.
Yeah. But that's real, and I feel like no matter what age, it's like, for instance, like Ava DuVernay, you know, the director who did like Queen Sugar and
The Shot?
No, she didn't do The Shot. Lena Waithe did The Shot.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ava did Queen Sugar and a lot of like I think she did Selma as well, don't quote me. With covering Martin Luther King's story, etc. She didn't pick up a camera until she was like 37.
Yeah, I seen
You know
them.
what
Them
I
quotes.
mean?
Them quotes make me feel a little better. You know.
Nah, but it's also like, but you're still young.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I told myself you're still young.
You're still young, and it's like, why not pick up that camera? Why not pick up that pen?
Nah, for sure.
Why not? You know, like.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up for real. Like,
Pick it up.
Just do it.
Drop what you holding. Pick that up.
Come on now. That's an affirmation.
Yeah.
That's drop what you holding and pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Period.
And here go another affirmation. You feel me? You know what they say?
What they say?
You know what they say? You get what you get.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
There's
No,
something
you
like
get
that.
what you give. You get
Yeah.
you get what you put out. My new thing for 2023 is I give what I get. You feel me? So if you're doing something for me, I'm giving that back.
Right.
But I'm
right.
not.
Reciprocal energy only.
Yeah. Yep. 2023.
Reciprocal energy only. I realize that's what I need in all my relationships, like from friendship to family to potential romantic partner. Like literally, like that's what I need, reciprocal energy, and that don't even have to look like exactly what I just gave. Like
right.
and because I'm having that relationship with myself.
You
like,
can't even give me what I gave you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think when we look at it like that for our careers and what we want to do, whether it's you want to paint, whether you want to be a videographer, cinematographer, storyteller, working in the office, like you got to really put your best foot forward. Like one of my mentors, she literally said you got to give 210%, like to all of it. but also remembering resting, remembering to take care of yourself, hydration, being surrounded by good people too. I think that people forget that.
Yeah.
It's your surroundings, like, for real, like, because they influence it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You want to hear a story about that? My roommate, you feel me? Mm-hmm. He ain't have a job, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a freelancer. I don't really got a job.
Yeah.
But he just got a job.
Right.
And now I can't chill in the house no more. It's like, it don't feel cool no more. Like, we ain't had a job. And I ain't had a job. And, I'm freelancing. It's like, nigga, what you doing today? Shit.
Yeah.
Now it's like, this nigga going from 7 to 4.
Damn.
So if I'm still not doing shit by 4 o'clock, I feel like shit. Like,
damn. But no, but
it's a good thing. Like,
yeah.
Because now I'm, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like figuring out your schedule. Because the thing is, as creatives, our schedule just changes like whenever. Like, you can literally get the opportunity of a lifetime and everything shifts.
Right.
Like, you're like, oh, well, damn, I'm all the way over here doing that. Or I'm in the same, like, city or county, but I'm also doing, like, bigger shit. Like, it's levels in the sense of challenging yourself and doing whatever. So, like, that 7 to 4, what if that is your chill time and then you filming at night? Like, or editing at night?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
that's real shit. Like, nothing's wrong with it. And I think we got to remember to, like, give ourselves grace through the process. And I think we forget that sometimes because we're really hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
Really hard on ourselves. We're like, damn, I thought we could all relax, we could chill. But it's like, no, but you got to schedule it too, so I'm going to honor that.
Right.
You know, like, so.
Right, I can't be blasting shit.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. But when you do got that free time, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I could chill now. Like, you know, so I get it. Absolutely.
All right, we warmed up. I'm back. It's episode 8. Nicolette Ellis in here.
It was good.
You got to call about a full name. You feel me?
Yes, I received. Thank you.
Can you push your mic down like this a little?
Yeah. Like that?
Yeah,
Is that better?
That's Y'all
can hear me?
They already can hear you. They can hear you the whole
Oh,
time.
okay, bet.
But I cut you off. I'm about to say I cut you off. I cut you off when you was talking about like the monologues and Hammond.
Oh, yeah.
And you shouted out your play teacher.
Yeah. So I did that process going to New York, going to AMDA, and I was there for 2 years. And when I was there, I was like, damn, this is what I want to do. Like, that's it. And then I could have went to LA to get like my bachelor's, but then I talked to my mom about it and I was like, nah, I feel like I trust it. I feel like I trust my journey, whatever that looks like, because everyone's journey looks different. But like, I just stepped out on faith and I was like, all right, I was with my best friend Atika. We were in my dorm room and we were like, yo, how do we like make it as Black women in this industry? And at that time, Kerry Washington, I think, was just being set to be in Scandal. Okay. And Viola Davis was just getting ready to do How to Get Away with Murder because there was no representation on TV for us.
Right.
Other like powerful roles like that on ABC. Like, let's talk about it. So it's
like it went from like, wasn't it like a whole bunch of family sitcoms?
Yeah,
and shit,
it wasn't like, nah, we can be these roles too. So
Yeah.
how do we break that?
We can be
like,
doctors.
Exactly. We can be doctors. We can be lawyers. We can be like not just the secretary. We're the boss. So like it's different. And I feel like, you know, when it comes to this industry specifically, and just to keep it like 100%, it always goes the white man, the white woman, the Black man, Black woman, like, and like it just keeps going on, and just people of color in general, it's just harder for us, like, and so we were in my dorm room, like, oh, how do we like break that barrier? And so I wrote my first film called Stiletto Dreams, and so I didn't know shit about writing, I didn't know shit about nothing. All I knew was I just wanted to tell a story, and it was about a girl that came to New York from Maryland and had dreams and then friendship and all this other shit. But I was like, damn, you know, when it's like your first film, you're like, I ain't gonna put it out there.
Listen, Nicolette, I actually don't know. Like,
what you mean?
I want to shoot my first film. Me and my man Fonzo.
Yes.
That's all we've been talking about this past 2-3 months. Like, we got these lights and shit like that. Like, the mics and shit like that. Let us hear. You know what I'm saying? Without us wanting to shoot films, we wouldn't even have got this shit.
Right.
So the podcast kind of is like a cousin of that, a stepson of that.
But it's also like, yeah, these material things got y'all here, but also y'all dedication, passion, like, and really like, no, I'm putting my best foot forward, got you here too. And I think people forget that shit too sometimes. Like, it's like, oh, but I got this, so where the fuck is it at? Where's that opportunity
That was
at?
the first couple of months, right?
Yo, and it's like, nah, bro, like, I got that. Like, where the fuck is it at?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, nah, but you put your best foot forward and be like, nah, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna just make it just because. Fuck the likes, fuck who likes it, who doesn't. It don't even matter.
Yeah, that's like a gift and a curse type shit.
It is, but that's why creators just be hard on themselves.
Yeah.
But that's why we just gotta do it. And the thing is, I still beat myself up about a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, girl, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe like to me, it's almost like a me versus me type shit. When it comes to people like battling your inner thoughts with like, yo, but I really want this shit to stick. Like, but the thing is, everything is trial and error.
Yeah.
Like, you
Hey,
try.
hold on. I did my research, and
What?
you said that in the interview before. Like,
I did?
Yeah, it was like a written interview and shit. You see me, Fonzo?
Ah!
It was a written interview, and she was like, they asked you something like, what's like the most embarrassing thing that happened to you on set? And you were like, well, that's set. Set is trial and error, so it happens all the time. You feel me? Yeah, so that was in my trick bag, but it's out now.
It's out. What's good? It's true though.
Yeah.
When you on set, you're playing. Like, why not? I'm having fun. Like, yeah, time is money. Yeah, I'm gonna get serious.
Yeah, that bullshit.
But also, like,
Time is money.
I'm having fun. Like, I don't want to look at what I do as a job. Like, to me, it's not a 9 to 5. If it's a 9 to 5, then it's 9 to 5 with overtime. Like, and you just stay focused. That's why I said, oh, okay, now I want to just do character work, for instance, with the play, right? And like, because I enjoyed it. That's what I was doing in school. That's what I was doing in high school. Like, but also I'm not opposed to XYZ, you know? Like, and I know when it's time to be like, all right, I ain't got time to play. Let me just do my homework, etc. But I always do my homework. And I think people forget that too. You can't just jump into things and be like, oh, I did this, but you're not prepped for it. Like, it's almost like the blessings is coming down, so I don't want to have to like get ready for it. I want to be ready.
Yeah.
So like, that's real. And I really look at life now. Like, it's so funny you said that. I said that probably years ago, because I haven't done an interview in a minute. Like,
For real, welcome back to the
yes, it feels good.
Welcome back to the media
it feels
forum.
Good. And like, I'm like, damn, like trial and error now, for me now, I'm like, it's different. Like, I really look at things as like, yo, if it sticks, it sticks. If it don't, it is what it is. Like, and I just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go back and tell us like about the your first film, like Stiletto Dreams, and like the process of it.
Oh wow.
Like, so you say you wrote it.
I wrote it. That's the first film I wrote. It was great. It actually had like a lot of hype around it. I'm very grateful to the whole team of Stiletto Dreams, like James Perry, amazing DP, Doreen Pastures, amazing. Everyone, Atika, everybody that was on the cast and crew, thank you. Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know anything. All I know is I wrote something. And I was like, oh, how do we make this come to life?
So did you write it and like then you went to the people you just named?
So I wrote it with my best friend Atika in my room. So like we were talking about, we were spitballing ideas, but then I just wrote it. Like as soon as we graduated, she graduated before me. So as soon as I graduated, I was like, all right, let's make it. And I met James because my very first film that I starred in, first of all, the very first film I starred in was Love Cycle. Shout out to Devin. The other Devin, yes. And we did that. And then another short film, my first short film, was by James Perry called Disillusion. And
I seen that. I seen that. That was really creative. Me and Fonz, we might do something like that. That's like
it was crazy. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I love acting. Why not? Yeah. But it was a very powerful short, and it's still going around.
I ain't like dude in there.
Yeah, you said what?
I ain't like dude in that movie.
That's
the Texan, right?
Was it the Texan?
He was when the dude was cheating and stuff.
It was the one where I had the knife. Or maybe
I seen that one. Oh, that was wild, Joe. That was wild. I think I seen that when you first did it. I'm like, that's wild. Like, this is real.
I be showing people like, is that really how you are? And I'm like, no.
No, it's acting.
It's acting.
It's an art.
It's acting. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean by character. I want to get into shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I really like one day want to just play like a villain one day. Like, because why not? You don't really see Black women playing villains, like some Marvel shit. Like it's industry, but
industry shit.
you know. But that's why we got to make these stories. That's why y'all got to make y'all film.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Would you acting it?
Yeah.
How do we go about that?
I don't know. We got to figure it out.
Is there somebody else we have to talk to? We should, right?
No, you
That's how I'm.
me.
I know. That's how I'm. I don't want nobody talking to me directly no more.
Yeah.
You got something to tell me? You tell Huey. Huey, you tell me. I'll get back to you. You got it?
Yeah. Period.
You seen that
Let
little-
the streets know.
You seen the little shit on TikTok?
No.
When he said that?
See, I'm not a TikTok
Oh,
girl.
I bet.
I don't be on
Hopefully
TikTok.
y'all see it.
I don't be on TikTok.
You don't be on TikTok?
No.
You don't be on. You be on Instagram Reels and shit.
Yeah.
It's like the same
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah. But like TikTok, like I've tried. And it's so crazy because I know how to edit and everything, but it's like, it's so complicated to me. And I be over it. And my friends be like, get on TikTok. You need to like put your content on there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, if I could not have Instagram, I wouldn't have it. Like,
yeah, real shit.
no, for real. I used to take breaks off of like 6 months, but then I got my business. And I was like, I
Yeah, you
kind
need
of
it.
gotta be on there.
Yeah, if it wasn't for this business shit, I wouldn't be on Instagram.
Yo, for real. But also, I've gotten more gigs on there too. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for social media, but sometimes it's a lot.
Do you feel like sometimes, do you catch yourself sometimes like oversharing or like you know, like checking it too much?
Yeah. So
That's me.
now I have like a time limit for myself. So I only allot like an hour and 30 minutes, so 90 minutes a day on Instagram. Sometimes you can like, because I lock myself out of it.
For real?
Yeah. You can do that on Instagram.
I don't know if I
mean,
got that
on,
much self-control. I'm gonna need to get back on there.
Because the thing is, I always feel like when it comes to boundaries, like you gotta have boundaries within yourself first before you have boundaries for everyone else. Like, if you're crossing your own boundaries, how you gonna like approach the fact of like someone crossing yours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't take myself seriously. So it's like, all right, Instagram, I know you're distracting, but like, ooh, I want to see like the same 20 posts I just saw. Like, you know, the algorithm be fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's petty, whatever. Anyway, and I know that they're pushing reels more, but like, it's photo sharing, it's content sharing. So like, why are we doing? I don't know, it's a lot. But
You need help with like
with-
TikToks and stuff?
I don't know, maybe what's up?
I can help you.
All right, period.
That's what I do.
Come on now.
But I understand what you're saying. Like TikTok is different though. Like
It is.
Cause you can go on there, it's like the informative videos and shit. You got like the 45-year-old white woman doing shit like that.
Doing what? Or they
Like-
tasting like the weirdest things, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
Do you cook?
I cook down.
Oh yeah, how was your Thanksgiving? That's the first.
It was good. I didn't eat no meat. My mom was really confused. Like I was like, yo, she was like, yeah, I'm making turkey. I'm making all this chicken. Da da da. I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't eat meat no more. So like,
How long you been vegetarian?
well, okay. So my
Oh,
friends
you
be
eat
like,
fish. You eat fish.
I eat fish, but I am more plant-based. So, it's so crazy. In 2020, that's when I was doing the whole like, damn, I'm about to say something. I haven't even told people yet. So, 2020, yeah, it was good. 2020, whatchamacallit, that's when I was like, oh, my brother and I, we were like, oh, let's just try doing like vegan dishes. No meat, no fish, no nothing. We did that for a month, and then we were like, okay, let's figure this out for real. But I wasn't really responsible. I didn't know much about being plant-based. So I just kept eating soy, like tofu, all the like alternative like chickens and meats or whatever. But there was so much soy in it. So then I got sick last year, and I haven't really like told anyone that. But yeah, so I got sick last year. I can be like,
You was like really sick?
yeah, I was really sick.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man. I
Yeah.
would pray. I would do one up there to the big fella for you.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
thank you. But you know what? Like, God came through, and I was able to get better. And I changed my whole diet up. You know, shout out to the doctors out there in New York. They really helped me. But yeah, so I gave up doing like vitamins, like certain vitamins were making me sick. Like, it was crazy. Health is wealth, y'all, and we ain't poor. So really,
Yeah, talk your shit. I need to get out your
Yo,
way. Talk that shit.
really go on those checkups. It's so important because we got to do what the fuck we got to do, but healthy.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, like, I gave up alcohol for like 5 or 6 months. Like, I just gave up everything. And so I was like, all right, let me just be on my juice shit. Let me be on my herbal shit, all that stuff, and really learn about plant-based life. So I had to include fish back into my diet. I had to. And then they were like, okay, yeah, no meat is fine, but like really plant-based. So like now I make like walnut ground beef, like different things like that, jackfruit, like the real plant-based life versus like that tofu shit. Like soy's dangerous, y'all. Only do it like 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah,
we
anti-soy.
Yeah, anti-soy.
What about almond milk?
Love almond.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Oh, why? You good. Hey, that leads me to one of my questions, though. Cause,
What's up? To almond milk?
Nah. Nah, just about your lifestyles and shit, right?
Yeah.
Cause it's like, you know, I be peeping you and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like you went through like this kind of transformation. I don't know when you did it, but it sounded like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now. It's like you was wearing like the mohawk, and it was kind of like you was like more edgy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like now, and this is only on the outside looking in for real.
Yeah.
It's like you more like, you know, vibey, like natural energy, like with the spirits. You know what I'm saying? You got the natural hair. I love it.
Thank you.
Already.
Thank you.
So like, what is that? Is that part of like becoming a woman, like getting older?
Yeah, I feel like I am really tapping into myself. Like I'm getting to know me more. It's so crazy because I realized, especially with like moving, like I was in New York and then moving to LA. We'll get into that too. Yeah. But I just started to find myself more, and I feel like LA started to teach me about myself even more than New York did. And I was in New York for like 10 years. And I was in LA only for a year so far. So, and I'm about to go back on the 1st. But I'm like, yo, like what I like, what my energy likes, what I like being around, when I feel good, when I don't feel good in certain spaces or around certain people. Like I'm so protective of my energy. And then one time in 2019, I went to Cuba. And that's when I really started becoming spiritual, because that's when I got my first reading. And like, I'm very open about my spirituality.
You got a reading?
Yeah, I got a reading.
That's an omen. I need to get one. That's an omen.
Yeah. Period, yeah. And so like, if you feeling it,
I'm on some shit,
listen, confirmation, okay? And so I got my first reading, and I was like, oh, this is different. Like, and I started to like, cause I grew up Christian, grew up in the church, choir, all of that. Like my grandmother wasn't playing that. Yeah. And so my family wasn't playing that. And so always putting God first, always first, foremost. But also like, I believe in spirit. I believe in angels. I believe in ancestors. I believe that we are protected. And so if I feel like I can be open with my mom about this, I can be open with anybody about it. So what's good?
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I really started like meditating, listening to sounds that make me feel good. When I'm feeling like bad, like I'm like, damn, I've worked on myself this long and this hard. So if something triggers me, how do I go back to the things that ground me? And I feel like sometimes I can get a little, like I'm off track a little bit, but also like, I'm like, nah, let me focus on my breathing. Let me focus on what makes me calm. Like, shopping in the grocery store makes me like feel like it's therapeutic.
Yo, I love it.
Yo,
I love it.
It's real shit.
Yeah.
It's real shit. It's the simple things. Cooking makes me feel therapeutic. So it's like it's important.
I kind of get confused on what to cook though. So I grab like the ready to go shit. But just the vibe of being there is
right. But also people gotta realize when you're ordering out a lot, like literally you are getting somebody else's energy. Imagine if it's somebody that is not happy at their job, cooking that shit. Mad good though. Mad good, but it's like, nah, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I do a little Grubhub on the side, like a little DoorDash. So it's like,
why not?
It's like I can't. It's like your food done been through a lot of shit before you got it.
A lot of shit. And granted, listen, I love me some Grubhub, DoorDash, whatever it is as well. But also sometimes I'll be like, nah, I'm not gonna eat out. Not because only, of course, you know, money, like budget, right? Because we gotta be smart. We adults now. Shit ain't easy no more. I got a few of my favorite healers on Instagram that I love down, that have like guided me without them even knowing that they've guided me. They don't even know me. Yeah. And I'm just like, no, but your shit helped me. Like your shit changed my life or helped me have more insight, because that's what I look at spirituality as, guidance. So, yeah.
I love it. I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And shout out to one of my favorite healers, which is one of my best friends in Atlanta, Aaliyah Raquel. Love her.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
Yes.
And we're going to be right back.
Yes.
We're back. It's episode 8.
Yes.
I got the Beijing in. You feel me? My barber, I was like, I got a big injury today. He's like, you want the Beijing? I was like, I was like, what if I start sweating? I sweated. I was like, is it gonna white ball? He said, no, you good. So I even had to touch the eyebrows.
I like it, Dad. Look at you.
I was gonna throw the hat on, but Fawn said it ain't match. You did. We're gonna be back. We got a surprise for you. We're doing some new episode 8. We'll be back.
My name is Rian. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, born and raised, and I'm an entrepreneur. I be shooting a bunch of different stuff, from fashion, weddings, engagements, music videos, graphic design, websites, but scratch that. I really just like to create. That's what keeps me floating.
So we're back.
Yes.
So can you tell us well, I think we're still talking about like the story, like your journey. Like I don't think we got to like how you got to LA and how things worked out for you in New York.
LA.
Yeah.
Okay. So pandemic happened. Boom. That shifted everything for everyone. And like I feel like I was like, yo, I'm bored. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm bored. I feel unmotivated. I don't feel challenged, nothing. And I was like, I need a change. I'm a person where, like, even though, like, I had, like, roommates every single time in New York, like, I would just change my room up just because, like, every few months, just because I need change. Okay. I like routine, but I'm also like,
Is that a Virgo thing?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. But then, like, going back to, like, the chart, like, I just need things to change because I'm on Aquarius moon. So Aquarius is, like, they're very, like, oh, yeah, this is cool, but what's that? Like, mysterious and, like, trying to, like, do different things, getting our hands in little places that it shouldn't be. And so it's, like.
Getting in trouble.
Right. And so it's, like, all right, I need a change. So 2021 happened. So last year, I moved to LA in September. So at first I was supposed to move in August, and I didn't because like I was back and forth a lot, and I whatchamacallit, I was doing a show, like I did a film in New York, and I was ADing a gig. Shout out to my sis, Yamoria, love her. Yes, she's a great director. You said what?
I just burped into the mic.
It's okay. It happens. We're human.
Right.
And so next thing you know, so I was ADing that, assistant directing that, and then acting in another film. So I was like, oh, I might as well just come back and then leave for real. And then I almost got cast in a play, which would have got me to become like equity. So it's hard to become like equity and SAG and all that. And that's something I've been like struggling with.
Can you tell us about that? SAG is it's the guild, right?
It's the guild, y'all, and it's hard. Like, shout out to my friends when we were like for real, like coming up. All my actor friends that were like, "Oh, this project's gonna get me to SAG, get my points to my SAG card." Shout out to y'all because I think knowing the business of what you do as well. Yes, the whole creativity of it, etc. But like. The business side, like, it is so important to know. And I feel like I was hungry in a way where I was like, I just want to create. I just want to act. I just want to tell stories. I wasn't thinking of, oh, I need to get my SAG card. Oh, I need this. Granted, I did have some agents back then too, but I wasn't really happy with my team, or because like having an agent is like dating. It's like, oh, remember, they work for you. You don't work for them.
How's it like dating?
Yo, it's like dating because it's like, oh, do we fit?
Okay.
Do you see my goals as your goals? Like, what do you like? I know you have a lot of clients, but what makes me different? And so how can you push me to the extreme of like challenging me as an actor, challenging me as a storyteller, challenging me on shows I didn't even saw myself on, or are you just seeing me on the typical XYZ? So it's like, that's what it's like. But when people, like, this industry is so hard, especially when like I became like natural, like I had an agent one time. She was like, oh, I feel like you need to like tame your hair down. And I was like,
I love your hair.
What are you talking about? Like, and it's so hard, especially on TV. Like, now you see black women with their natural hair. Now you see them with their braids. Now you see them with their twists. Now you see them with their locks. Like, it's beautiful. And thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
But it's like, representation matters. And I feel like, I'm like, oh, I see her like that. Like, why can't I do that? Why can't I have my natural hair out? Like, right. And that's something I had to battle with myself too, because I was getting perm since I was a little girl. So 2018, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm become natural. So I was like cutting my perm out as I was growing out my natural. And I was like, oh, this is a little different. Let me throw some weave in there. I'm not used to this. Yeah. And then that's when I was like, okay, no, I can really commit. So I had an agent. She was just like, no, you need to tame it down.
Were they black?
No.
They're white.
They're white. And like, I was like, what does that mean? Like, why are you telling me to tame my hair down? And like, also she was like, what did she say to me that I was just like, nah, bro. She was like, oh, she said she had a roommate in college that used to have my hair. She was like, oh yeah, I had a roommate in college that used to have your hair. So like, I know like black women in their hair, it's just different. It's just different. And I'm just like, why are you saying this to me now? I gotta like drop you as my agent.
Right.
Because now we're really not aligning. I don't give a, like, I'm one of those people that like, yes to the backup plan. Yes, you should be prepared, but also like, bro, if you disrespected me in my artistry, like you gotta go without a backup plan, because I am protected regardless. Like, yeah. God's gonna place me exactly where I'm supposed to be and who I'm supposed to do this with. So right. Like, if you're not it, you out. Like, and that's period, because why would you play with your career? Like, that person could be holding you back from the blessing that it needs to come down, that's supposed to come down.
Yeah, you gotta really be wary of that.
Yeah. So like, I was just like, all right, girl, like this ain't it. Like, and my mom was like, damn, you don't have like a backup agent. I was like, it's okay, I'll find it. Like, I trust that I'll find it. And I found my agent literally a year and a half later.
Shout out to them, they black?
Yeah. My manager's black. Yes. And my commercial agent,
what?
Are they white?
Hey, if we gotta ask you, what else?
It don't matter. It don't matter. They're loving. I love them. I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful.
You know what that story reminds me of?
What?
When I had a therapist, I had a white therapist. Her name was Beth, right?
Come on, Beth.
So it was like everything was cool. She taught me a lot. Like,
right.
Taught me how, like, if you're not comfortable, walk away. If you can walk away, then you're good. Like, so if to this day I walk away from some shit, like in the middle of the conversation, I'm walking away. But I had a job at Maggiano's. I was washing dishes, right? So I told her, yeah, the job's a little stressful. Like, it's nonstop. We don't get off when we're supposed to get off. So she like, okay. So then I end up getting into it at work. So I needed my therapist to like tell him I'm a little off a little bit so that I keep my job, right?
Yeah.
So that opened the communications. So to wrap this up, she told my job to cut my hours because I couldn't handle it. So I'm like, I feel like a black therapist wouldn't have did that. Like don't fuck with my money, Beth. Like,
right.
So I went back in there, like I borderline spaz. I'm like, yo, Beth, like you don't do that. Like,
yeah.
So that's a similar story.
Yeah.
Telling the story kind of traumatized me, so
No, it's okay. It's okay. We back.
Yeah,
we back.
Episode 8.
You know, because the thing is also like going back to the triggers and traumas, etc. Like, how do we get back to grounding ourselves, or like people that are around us are surrounded that we're surrounded by, like, can they keep us grounded as well? Like, because you saw how it's just like, no, we back. Like, we gotta go back to what we're doing here. You know what I mean? Because life be doing life shit, bro. And all you gotta do is adapt. Like, you can literally be like, damn, the rain makes me feel so bad inside. Like, damn, but like, okay, what makes me feel sunny? Like, what makes me feel at peace? Oh, the cold be like we were talking earlier about like seasonal depression. Like, the cold, like, be like, ooh, it's cold as a bitch out here. Like, I don't like nobody. But it's like,
I can't get out of bed when it's too cold.
Yeah, that's real though. But it's also like, okay, but what's gonna make me feel better? All right, maybe a hot.
Turn the heat up a little bit.
Right, turn the heat up a little bit.
What's your favorite day of the week?
Ooh.
It's a real question right here.
Honestly, for real, Mondays.
Yo, me too.
Mondays.
I love Mondays. Like,
Mondays.
10 o'clock on a Monday, you're not going to see a soul on the road. 10:30, 11 o'clock, not going to see nobody. Try Friday. I hate Friday. I hate how people act on Fridays. Like, like everything is so urgent.
Yeah.
Like, only got this day to do what I really
Because
want
they
to do.
ready to drink.
Yeah.
But thing is, people be lit through the week too, so I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that.
It's a Monday.
Yeah. Monday, I can organize what the fuck I gotta do. Like, yeah. I like Mondays. I like setting my tone for the week.
Oh yeah,
I feel
tell
like
us
that's
about your yes.
Yes, it's random.
Yes, this is random. Tell us about the yes, this is random like mantra.
Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of them. It's so crazy because that's a pandemic baby. Like I started in the pandemic for that. So I was just making it and making these affirmations, and my friends were like, "Yo, you need to sell that." And I was like, "Nah, bro. Like this is just for me. Like I'm sharing it with y'all, whatever." And they were like, "No, like the world needs that." And then that was perspective. Cause like, yeah, money, cool, but it's also like, oh, am I helping people? That's different for me. Like, that's what I feel like my storytelling comes into play. When you playing those characters, when you telling that story, when you behind that camera, like, you helping someone.
Okay, just like in Mistake series, right? When your character Lovely, right? Huh?
Maddie Love.
Maddie Love. you went to like a little poetry slam and shit, and it was like,
Oh yeah.
like spit that mama joint, and you was like, nah, I ain't really in that mood. It was like, spit it for me. I need to hear it. And you was like, I bet. Scene cut. You know what I'm saying?
You better spit the cocaine down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did some research.
For real. Damn. I remember that scene. That was a shortcut.
Huh?
I had my shortcut.
Yeah, shortcut.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I love the shortcut and the natural hair.
Come on now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So you were saying though, like,
doing for people.
to help people.
Yeah. That's what I really feel like my purpose is, like coming out here and doing what I love to do and spreading love and joy through storytelling, whether it be like through acting, through writing, through my business. It's random. Like, it's important to me. Like, it just gives me like a fuel to want to do more. Like, yeah. Like being here right now, I'm like, I'm inspired.
You are.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you,
proud of
thank you.
y'all. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm only 1/3. Got the other.
Listen, y'all doing it though, and I think that's the thing. When you do it versus just saying it, it's different.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to do the shit you say you're going to do.
I remember.
I know we all struggle, but
I remember telling you one time, like, I don't think I was like 18 or something, 19. I was like, yo, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. And like years after, I'm like, y'all was a bluffing ass nigga. I ain't do none of that shit. Like, but it's like, that's really what I want to do. Like, I think I told you, like, I want to do rap. I want to do movies.
Yeah.
I want to do videos. I want to, fashion and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the only thing I didn't do yet was the fashion. And we got the tough ass logo now.
Listen, why not, like, in the IG reels? All right, spitting ideas. I feel like I just look at things like in the IG reels, right? Just wear your fits. And people like, oh, that shit fly. But this content's also fly. This rap is also fly. Like, but also everything else is also fly. But your fit also fly. So that's an introduction. Because you can be all of those things at once. And I think sometimes as creators, we're like, damn, I got to be this one thing. But it's like, no, we're multifaceted. We're multi-hyphenate. So step into that shit.
Oh, yeah. Remember we were off camera talking, like, you say, like, how do you feel about, like, when you have a lot of different talents, right? And then people are like, when one of them, what were we saying? Like, one of them, like, outshines the other?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. But I really want to do this.
Right. So, for instance, like, you know what's crazy? Because I didn't mention when we were, like, talking about it. But, like, when I first realized, I was like, oh, well, I like to write. I like to act. I like to edit. I like photography, etc., right? I like all these things, and I feel like I am genuinely good at all of these things. Yes, some might be better than the other, right? But that's also, like, as creators, we're our biggest critics, so we don't really know. But, like, going back to, I used to really struggle with, like, what do I do? Like, I can't just, like, be like, oh, my gosh, acting, and then I just throw all my focus into acting. I don't think I can do that, and I know a lot of people, like, I feel like aspire to really be like, oh, I'm only going to do this one thing. And I love that. But I am one person where I'm like, but I want to do it all. Like, I understand putting my energy into one thing more than the other things. Yes, I aspire to do it all. Like, because why not? I know we're only one person, but like, I really just want to tell stories. So why not? What if it's random? My business takes off before acting. Like, then sooner or later, I'm gonna combine it. Because the thing is, it's an umbrella. Like, Nicolette Ellis is an umbrella. Devin McCoy is an umbrella. Like, Fonzo, an umbrella. Like, what's under all those things?
I love how you keep bringing Fonzo up.
Yeah,
like,
shout out to Fonzo.
That's what we on. Like, that's what we
Yeah,
on here. Like.
it's team. Y'all are collaborating.
Yeah.
This is teamwork.
Yeah.
Like, whether someone's sitting over there, over here.
Yeah.
Like, it's teamwork.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it without Fonzo.
Yeah, come on now. Shout out Fonzo. So it's just like, yeah, like, we can be all of these things. Like, if you put in more time in one of them at one season in your life, or like one period at a time, 1 month at a time, that's okay. But you still are all those things. Yeah. So it's okay. Why not?
You want to hear about how my first time meeting Fonzo?
Yeah.
I was in the studios with a little joint. You feel me? So, first impressions is everything. I probably look like the man. You feel me? Every time after that joint, he's never seen me with a joint since then. I was with the little joint in the studio, and he already, like, our mutual friend Faye Child, he already seen my work, I seen his work. So we was just waiting to meet each other. But, like, he had hella energy. Like, he was telling me, like, yo, bro, I see what you're doing. You should do this. You should do that. We talked for, like, an hour. Wow. The next time I seen him, he's like, bro, I don't know if I was talking too much the first time. I'm like, nah, fuck. That's all I needed, and we've been locked in ever since.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
That was like December 2020 or something like that.
Look at that. A lot of things happened in 2020. Granted, yes, COVID.
Oh yeah, I'm a COVID baby too.
Yeah.
Shooting there was a COVID baby. Like I bought the camera in like January.
What?
But you need a computer
for
the camera. So like around March, I got my taxes back. Like March 5th, bought the computer. March 16th, the world shut down. So it was just me at my father's house with the camera and the computer. You know what I mean?
You bet on yourself.
Yeah. And then now I don't live with my father no more.
Listen, come on now.
And I'm about to be 30. I thought I was gonna be in the crib.
But
everybody's journey is their journey.
Yes.
But
it be like that. Yeah. It's scary. Yo, I was in LA and I was like, yo, I think I'm about to move back home. Like, I was scared out there.
Yeah, I really want to ask you about all that. Like,
yeah.
Like, one, I know the rent is crazy. So like,
insane. Continue, sorry.
So I know, like, like you said, you had like roommates and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people want to make that move, but like they're scared. Like,
yeah.
So like, can you tell us like what are like some of the hurdles about being across the country on your own?
LA is terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm gonna be real. And it's so crazy because as soon as I got there, because my best friend's out there, my cousin's out there, and then I made a few friends out there as well. But as soon as I got there, people were like, find your tribe. And I was like, what y'all mean?
That's like some scary shit. Like,
yo, it was scary as shit. I was like,
so you need a duck for it.
Right. I was like, what you mean? Find
your tribe.
Like, what are you talking about? And then, I was like, what you mean? And they're like, no, find your tribe. Find the people that believe in you, that will look out for you.
Were they in LA when they told you that?
Yes.
So it's like, nigga, you on my tribe. What you talking about?
What you talking about?
Where you going? Tribe?
Right.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, everyone in LA, like, has a testimony. Like, the things I've heard, I'm like, damn, I low-key got a little lucky. And I feel like I still struggled. Like, whoa. And some of those people now, like, that have gone through so much shit are now on TV, are now having successful businesses because they trusted their vision and they never gave up. Yo, that I feel like LA really taught me, yes, about myself, but also, like, I was going through, like, depression for real. I was like, oh, this is just a little scary, bro. And so, like, it got to the point where I was like, all right, how can I, like, talk to my family and friends to support me in the way that I need support? Like, not just financially, but, like, talking to me, encouraging me, affirming me, like, it's going to be okay. Do not give up on your dreams. Because I feel like, so in, like, 2018, I went through, like, this situation where I dealt with, like, a lot of racism. I mean, we all do, right? But like, it was in a work environment, etc. But fast forward, I feel like I lost my voice, and I went through therapy during the pandemic for it finally. And
You had a black therapist?
I did. Love her down.
Don't get it, Beth.
Yeah. No. And so the thing is also, like, finding a therapist is like dating. You got to see if it's going to work or if it's not.
So
like,
you kind of treat everything like dating.
no,
Like,
yeah. I like to get to know people.
Yeah.
I got to get to know you. I'm not going to sit here and just jump into something. Like, I can't. My
Yeah.
spirit won't let me. And so literally, like, she helped me find my voice again. And so I feel like now, especially chapter 28, that's like my birthday in September. I just turned 28, and like I'm just like, yo, like I feel like I'm getting my voice back. I feel like I'm getting my creativity back. Like doing this right now, I wouldn't have done this in the past 4 years. I feel like I lost who I was, and I feel like LA helped me find that, because I was like really hit with some crazy shit, like from being on couches, just it's a lot. And so
thugging it.
Yeah, thugging it. And it's like, because I'm hungry and I want it, but also like, what does that look like for me? But also opportunities coming my way. Every single time I was like, nah, I'm moving back home. Opportunity would drop. Nah, I'm moving back home. Another opportunity. I'm like, all right, God, what you want me to do? Because this is hard. Like, I can't.
It's hard in between the opportunities.
Right. And I'm like, but that's faith, though. You got to move on faith. And one of the things from one of my affirmations that I wrote from It's Random is like, the faith got to be stronger than the doubt. Like, it really does. Like, and I really do live by what I say, or I try to at least live by what I'm writing on my business as well. But LA really tried me. And I was like, damn. And I don't got no car out there. And it's crazy.
Uber
It's
everywhere we go.
Uber everywhere. Or call my friends like, yo, I got you on the tank, because gas prices are nasty.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you like going out a lot? 'Cause I feel like people without the car love going out.
Yeah.
So, like, yo, people without the whip love going out.
I do, but also like I said, I can be a homebody, but also like I can go out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
like
don't like going out.
really.
Yeah, I gotta grow. I still gotta grow. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Still gotta love on myself some more.
Yeah. No. I also like to date myself. There we go. I look at everything as dating.
I date myself.
Yeah, I buy myself flowers. I be like taking myself out to eat, taking myself to the movies,
What
like
kind of flowers you like?
sunflowers.
Sunflowers?
Yeah.
Maryland, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I love sunflowers. I think they're beautiful. I think they're vibrant. Just something that brings joy. I love plants. I feel like I'm gonna be a plant mom.
Yeah, I feel like that's my next stage in life, like plants and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking to Dennis about, like the whole yoga and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, it's important. Your piece is important. Like,
Yeah.
people forget that. Like,
it's about who you like, who you admire is like,
yeah.
it says a lot about you and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I grew up looking up to my bigger cousin and shit, and like, he got me to where I was supposed to get, looking up to him.
Yeah. It's big. And I feel like having the people that we admire, our heroes, like my grandma, she like, because my family, they're from West Africa. We're Liberian.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so
Y'all like independent and shit.
yeah. And
It's
so,
really like an American. It's like the first. It's like an American.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, like an American country in Africa? Not an American country, but it's like
something like
it's like where the Africans in America went back to.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
got some Liberian.
Yeah, come on
homies.
now,
Yeah.
come on now. Yes. And the thing is, a lot of people don't talk about Liberia. And like, my mom and dad are both from Liberia. Went through the war, and then they came out here, and then my cousins and I were first generation born. So like, my grandma, she started her music school at like 9 years old in Liberia. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, you're different. Like, that to me, I'm like, oh, I have to go like 10 times harder, because she made this for me. Or my mom made this way for me. Or my dad made this way for me. So I have to do the most, because why not? Our ancestors really paved the way for us.
Yeah.
So you got to do right by them.
Yeah, and I find peace in that too, because it's like, my life didn't start with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like selfish to think of, this is my life, this is where it starts. Like, nah, like, this is like a continuous thing.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, you gotta move with your ancestors and shit like that.
You do.
So that's why I feel like I'm from Columbia, Maryland, but am I? Like,
yeah. Have you ever done Ancestry?
Oh yeah, my mother did that shit. But I'm not talking about that though. Like,
What you
my
mean?
mother, yeah, we like Nigerian or some shit like that. But
Okay, dope.
I don't believe no fucking.
The
I
little
don't believe
numbers?
no. I don't believe no data that has to load with the browser. Like, like.
Take the blood and to be like, yo. No, I get it.
But nah, but it's like my mother met in the Bronx when they was like 14. My father came out here, played basketball in Morgan. So it's just like, it makes me feel better about myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not some just Columbia kid. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I
yeah.
am. That's where I'm from. That's who I am. But
Right.
my life has more meaning than that. you
Legacy.
feel? Yeah, legacy.
Legacy. It's
Hell
all
yeah.
about legacy.
So what future projects do you have to work on? Are you working on?
Well, so just finished the play,
Okay.
which is great. I do have something coming up in December, but I can't talk about it yet.
You can't drop it yet?
I can't. Soon, when they announce it, I can. But I also did a short film in September that's dropping next year, so I'm very excited about that.
What's it called?
It's called Hey Boo. Yeah.
Did you write it?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a part of. Okay. I'm trying to get the name right. It's a part of Kevin Hart's Productions, but he did like a what's it called? Like a fellowship for 3 women that wrote comedies, and they all got like a celebrity director. And so we got the amazing Logan Browning. I don't know if you saw Dear White People.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the lead of that.
Oh, the girl.
Yeah, amazing. Love her. Love you, Logan.
Yeah. Love you too, Logan.
Yeah.
That show was amazing.
Yes.
She carried that show for real.
Yeah, she's everything. And literally, so we did that. So directed by her, and also her
That's
directorial debut.
That's
So
what
like,
I'm saying. We out here doing
yeah,
big
we
shit.
out here.
Yeah.
We out here. And that was announced, so I'm like able to talk about it. But like, yeah, so I did that in September around my birthday. So crazy. I did the table read the day before my birthday. And I was like, damn, God, like, you right. Like, gotta just really trust it, like, for real. And so that should be coming out sometime next year. But
That's hard.
yeah, thank you.
I want to ask you more like about like table reads and like all the like like
Yeah.
the Hollywood, not Hollywood, but like the industry shit. You feel me?
Industry.
But we might have to talk about that another time.
Yeah, it's all good. Next time.
Anything else you want to talk about? Like,
I feel like we talked about what we talked about.
we had hella fun.
Yeah, hella fun. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Devin.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I don't know how to end stuff.
I just
I got
want to
a funny
say.
story.
What you gonna say?
I'll tell you what you're gonna say. Then I'm gonna end it with my funny story.
Okay. I just want to say before he ends it, right? Before the funny story. I literally came into town. So I've been on the East Coast all November. Gratitude to the Most High. But like, I was like, oh, I gotta come home. And so I texted Devin before I even got to Maryland, and I was like, yo, I gotta see you. We gotta collab. And he's like, oh, what you wanna do? I'm like,
I do hella shit, man.
right. And I said, the floaters.
The floaters. you know how I read it? The floaters, duh. Like,
right.
fuck you think I want to be in one of your
What
videos?
you mean? I want to be on the iconic couch.
Yeah.
What's good? So thank you. Gratitude.
Nah, thank you. Gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude. You want to hear a funny story? Like,
Come on now. Come on, funny story.
So I was trying to get in my bag, you know what I'm saying, for the interview, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm used to be behind the camera and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get in my bag, last night is when I started, I know what I know about you already.
Yeah,
Last night, it's like, let me do the research so I really can know everything, like.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Preparation is key.
Yeah, so my barber, I was supposed to get a haircut, my shape up at 9 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Texted him at like 6 yesterday. Yo, we still good for tomorrow. No reply. Hit him with the little question mark on the text. I usually don't do that, but me and him tight like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You're not supposed to be that cool with your barber. I feel like you really should not be that cool with your barber, like, because when it comes to the morning time, when they know your name on the schedule,
Yeah.
they gonna roll over and hit that snooze button on the alarm.
Yeah.
So that's what this nigga did. He hit the snooze button on the alarm. So it's 10:30 now. I'm like, fuck, I ain't about to have this shape up or nothing. So he finally called me like 10:45, like, yo, you still coming? I'm like, damn, we supposed to do like 9 o'clock.
Right.
So I go, you know what I'm saying? We put the Beijing on my shit.
Come on now.
Here's where it gets funny, right? When I leave the barbershop, I go to the mall like to get a new shirt because I gotta be fly on a podcast and shit, right?
Period.
So you know it's the niggas in the mall who clean your sneakers and shit, right?
Right.
I be looking for them sometime, like $5-10, get your shit clean. Cause I was in the club over the weekend, and I don't go to the club, but I was with some people. They were like kind of insisting that I stay outside and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I fuck with them, so I'm like, people want me to be out with them, I'm gonna be out with them.
Right.
So I went out with them. One of the girls spilled the drink all on my crotch, all on my sneakers and shit.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, so it was a couple stains, right? It was a couple stains. So I'm walking through the mall, I get my shirt, I'm walking out, I'm looking for the sneaker niggas. They not there.
What?
So
This today?
yeah.
Oh shit.
So I peep around their cart, right? I see a little spray shit. I'm like, Ben, I'm ready to clean my own shits. I think that was like the okie doke. I think that was like they put some bullshit in there or some shit, cause that shit fucked my shit up. You see it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck my shit up.
But I would have never noticed.
So I want to say, I know we give y'all a hard time, sneaker cleaning niggas, but hey, that shit not easy.
That's not where I thought the story was going.
That shit is not easy. And we out, episode 8. This is one of the biggest, best episodes yet.
Oh.
Nicolette Ellis, Fonzo, no last name.
Yes. Fonzo, no last name. Devin McCoy, what's up?
Devin McCoy. I'm both of them.
Okay, period.
All right. Love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Wait, oh my god, is this the floaters?